Hello everyone and welcome back guys to a brand new video where today we're here back with more of the GT Sport Manufacturer Series. It's 2021. Again, I know by the time this video goes out we'll probably be a good few weeks into 2021. But yeah, we're back once again though, this time around at Dragon Trail in the Group 3 cars. I think we've got 3 races to go of this season, obviously, before we jump into the 2021 season. So I thought we may as well try to get a little less rusty. And we stuck it on pole by 0.3 of a second. Very, very happy with that. Indeed ready for this race. We've got 20 laps ahead of us around Dragon Trail. We've got to use the softs, mediums and the hards. So we'll wait and see as to how this goes. But yeah, I mean, if we can walk away with a good result here, then obviously I'll be very, very happy with that as well. My aim is just trying to take the softs and the mediums as far as they'll go, and then we'll go hards at the end of the race, or ideally for as few laps as possible. But we have got a nice variety of cars in this race as well. So we've got a couple of Porsches, BMWs, Subarus, Aston Martins, VWs, Nissans, Toyotas. There's a whole collection of cars, as you tend to find in the Group 3 machinery on GT Sport. But obviously, if you're new around here as well, make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed. We're trying to hit 500 subs on the channel at the moment as well, so if you can help me get one step closer to that, that would be greatly, greatly appreciated as well. But yeah, let's just see them, what we're capable of over the course of this season. You can see coming down towards the bottom of the field there. Pretty much everyone, I think, was inside 2 seconds of the pole time there. And around a track that it is quite difficult to try and get a really good lap hooked up. Yeah, I was quite surprised by that as well. You can see 18th, yeah, 2.5 seconds back, so 17 of us within 2 seconds. And then these guys thinking a bit of a nightmare there. That guy followed me around and I think binned it on both of his attempts in the end. And then you can see we've got an Aston Martin rounding out the field there, the old DBR GT1. But yeah, we are starting on the softs, and yeah, let's hopefully just lead down in towards turn 1. I'd like to think these tyres go sort of 6-7 laps. Obviously, we'll then go on to mediums, do another 7-8 laps, and then go hards at the end for as few as possible, as they really just don't grain all that well around this circuit. But yeah, going to be about half our race though, just over in this one here today. So let's just dive right into it then. 5 red lights. Lights out, and away we go. Shouldn't be under any threat down in towards the first corner. Let's just be nice and sensible on the brakes. Oh, a little bit. No, we've got that slowed down actually. Rather alright in the end. But yeah, slipstream obviously as well, going to be quite important around here as the BMW gets very, very loose out of the first corner behind us. Ideally around here, you know, a lot of high-speed corners where you really got to sort of hook up apex after apex. We're just sort of going to slowly settle in. Don't want to make any mistakes early on, sort of send ourselves down the order, because it's just going to be a nightmare trying to pick your way through the rest of the traffic. So we'll wait and see as to how this goes. Just over 100 points available for the win. I think I have done a couple of races actually behind the scenes this week, actually in this car, luckily. So yeah, we're back over 20,000 driver rating. You know, really I should be looking at over 30k still, I'll be honest, but that might take a little bit longer to just sort of slowly grind back up on GT Sport. Hopefully, obviously, if we get a good result here. I mean, we're the number 10 car, so if we can walk away with, you know, like a podium, that would be rather handy as we head down in towards the most difficult part of the lap. Don't want to hit that inside curve. Also, you either want to take all that inside curve or don't hit it, and then just rotate it through. I don't think I've ever done this track this way around. I've done a couple of races around it on the alternate loop, but I don't think I've ever done Dragon Trail this way around as we head out of the final corner. That was a nice run in 4th gear there. I was using 3rd in qualifying, but clearly 4th is the way to go. But the BMW sticking close to us, he might be able to have a look for something down in towards the first corner. He thinks about it, but we're a bit later on the brakes. And again, I think he tries to show the nose through turn 2, but not quite able to go for anything there either. Obviously, the left tyres take a massive pounding around this circuit. Obviously, quite a few corners angled to the right. I'm surprised, though, that through here it doesn't seem too bad. On the right-hand side rubber, as we just try to keep it tidy, make sure we clip that final apex. If you run wide there, we're in a whole world of hurt up the hill. And then, yeah, a lot of it around here is just being disciplined on the throttle. Make sure you get the car positioned where it needs to be, and then really just riding the throttle on the exits, trying to get on the power as early as possible. So much on GT Sport, and as always, smoothness is key on this game. Get the car rotated onto that curb, very, very easy to understeer through an exit. Because of that, we've pulled out another 10th or so on the exit. The slipstream is so important. Obviously, the Porsche not the best car down the straightaways anyway. But yeah, we'll wait and see if we can try and gap the BMW. Brake a little bit later into there. Down into first gear this time around. Just try and see if we can get the front end biting in a bit more. Don't want to do that all too often though. That's not ideal. Through the final corner we go though. There's an apex through here, I've heard. Just a rumour. How much understeer about that time around. You've got to keep the foot in though. Can't afford to back out of it. But yeah, the gap now for slipstream probably about 7/10 there, as the BMW behind makes a bit of a mistake. Incredibly close, so about 3/4 of a second even. Pretty certain for no slipstream anymore, so hopefully we can try and break out of that, which I think we have just about. No, he just stays within it. Has he done so? He's flickering around a bit. I think it's, yeah, pretty much on the cusp. So yeah, hopefully we can try and gap him so we don't have to focus on our mirrors as much. There's always sort of that worry on GT Sport that someone's just going to send it on you through a corner there, as that was a good run off the exit there. It's still going purple at the moment. That's not going to help us though. That's going to throw away a couple of tenths. So you can see now the gap just comes back down. So I don't want to watch the gap too much in this race, but early on certainly want to be getting it down into first gear there, really just try and make sure you get the car slowed down. So easy, just try and carry a bit more momentum through there and understeer wide on the exit. You've really got to be disciplined through that corner there. So yeah, the guy behind pretty much just hovering on the cusp of the slipstream at the moment. Let's get back down, don't hit that curb. Yeah, just about trying to be smooth. Don't make any mistakes early on. I do not want to have to be fighting my way back through from the rear of the field. But the tyres are actually hanging in a bit better than I was expecting them to be at the start. Oh no, that's not going to help. Oh no. Oh. That's not good. But it's not over just yet. The damage, 1.5 second pen as well. That's not going to help us. So now we've got a whole lot of work to do in this race. Like 9 seconds back, and this is why I want to do these races now, before we get into the proper sort of season, so we can try and hopefully get rid of these mistakes before it all kicks off. Where's that damage going to go? The steering rack out of line. There we go. So all sorted now. Yeah, now we've got to try and close back up 9.5 seconds to the leaders. But again, it's important that we don't get too ambitious. Just keep it smooth, keep it tidy. We're definitely the quickest car on the track. Oh, I forgot we got that 1.5 second pen as well. So we're going to have to serve that on the exit this corner, so the gap's probably going to be up to about 12 or 13. Oh, nose in. You get so much understeer on the exit through there as well. There we go. What's the gap going to be up to then? Oh, we're going to fall back into the slipstream. This Nissan's going to get some toe off me now, I think. Yeah, so just over 11 seconds then. So we're not in a particularly brilliant place as of right now. But again, still a long way to go. Just taking a bit too much curve through there as well. Come on, focus. Get our head down, keep it clean, keep it tidy. There's plenty of time to be had as all the guys behind, I think, squabbling around just a bit there. See if we can get the gap back down a few tenths. Still am finding GT Sport a lot of fun getting back into it again. I'll wait and see as to how much I played over the course of the year, but I think, yeah, we'll probably pit end of lap 6, end of lap 7, depending on how well these tyres last. Oh, nosing. Definitely struggling a bit more with bite. Luckily, I did most of my practice on the hards. I didn't actually realise you could use softs or mediums at the time, so I was like 3 seconds off pace. I was a bit worried, I'll be honest, but yeah, then luckily realised you can use the hards, use the softs and the mediums even. So we suddenly found a whole lot of pace when we got into qualifying. So I was quite surprised actually. I felt like we did a pretty decent lap. Definitely, obviously, a few more tenths in it, but yeah. It's nice to just suddenly have all that extra grip knowing you can be a lot more aggressive and brave in a lot of places. So the back end just bobbles there a bit. Yeah, we're taking a good chunk of time though on this lap. sure we get the bite through the front end. Yeah, you can see there, I think we've taken close to a second out of the top guys on that lap, so we are going to be up a few places. A bit of 5th of this race. But yeah, we'll pit end of probably, I'm going to say, we were only 2/10 off that last lap. Off our PB. Maybe we'll go one extra one after this, then go to like the end of 15 on the mediums, and then go hards to the end. It's just all about discipline on the throttle around here. Really is a good track for that. A lot of GT Sport tracks are so decently done that they really test your ability. Not like Forza ones, where a lot of them are just really poor. Just don't really make much sense. Looks at Rio. Come on, power down. That was decent. No, we're not quite in the slipstream of the Lexus. Don't know if to pit this lap or next one though. I think, yeah, it might be worth pitting now. Oh, got me in that gear there. Although the bike still does feel decent. I say, yeah, let's go one more. Let's take the risk. Lexus dives into the pit lane, so we will get some free track space as well. Yeah, the gap under 10 seconds again now. Let's just see how well these tyres last this lap. Feel a bit of understeer there through the first corner. Yeah, I think these ones definitely now getting to the end of their usable life. Guy in the lead just pulling away a couple of tenths. Tempted honestly go on. No, we won't. I was going to say go on the hards for the middle stint and then go mediums to the end, try and be quick, but I don't think it's worth it. Maybe if I was a top GT Sport player, I know what's it. That's how Miyazono seemed to win all his races at the Grand Finals, by just doing these weird and wonderful strategies that only he could do. Yeah, these tyres definitely going off though. Come on. You can see the gaps pretty much stayed level this lap. 2 Germans and 2 Brits making up the top 4. Lucky. Sort of found ourselves drifting into the apex there. That was one of those ones where 50 times out of 100 you'd hit the inside curve and go airborne and lose 5 seconds. Another 50% you get that. Through the final turn though. These tyres, yeah, definitely the end of their usable life. Let's go mediums. Do we need any fuel? No, fuel's absolutely fine. Got plenty of fuel to get to the end. Alright, let's just hope then we come out in some more clear air. We'll try to go to the end of 15 on these tyres. Where are we going to come out? Ooh, I think we've jumped the Lexus, which is nice. $17 now behind the leader. Intrigued to know what tyres he's on. So yeah, we have got around the Lexus though. So I think, yeah, podium is still definitely on the cards. Oh, especially if that guy does that. We almost follow him though. Very, very nearly binned it through there. So if you just get out on the red stuff on the outside, you're in a world of hurt. What's it now? It's sort of a good thing with the way we're doing the tyre strategy is obviously the braking points seem to just slowly but surely drag back throughout the entire stint. Because even obviously a slightly hurt set of mediums, slightly hurt set of softs will have about the same braking points as a practically new set of mediums. So you sort of feel like you're just slowly reining the pace in, hopefully all race long. There you go, leader was on soft as well, so that's nice to know. So he's definitely a little bit better on his tyres, but we were still quicker throughout a lot of the stint. Where's the leader? Or the old leader. I mean, we're chasing down the Brit, I think, for the win in his Beamer. this one definitely not over though. So easy to make mistakes around here. We're having a fourth again, which is nice. Oh, don't get out there. As soon as I say that last lap, we almost bin it. Keep it smooth, keep it clean, keep it consistent. That's the aim. We're not even halfway through this just yet. Yeah, lost a bit of time to the German in front this lap and to the Lexus behind us. 1.5 seconds down, that's not good. That was close. I feel the car wanted to get unstable then, but we held on to it. Leaders in, pretty much gone half the race on those. It's good going. Hopefully we're close to getting around him though. Oh, there he is, way up the road. So the gap's the guy in the lead, still at 10 seconds then. Let's see if we can start closing that down. I think P2 might still be possible. If we keep it tidy, maybe still the win if the leader does bin it. But we just need to keep working with the rubber. That's a bit better. A tidy line through there as well. But yeah, the BMW does seem incredibly quick around here. I think he's just got a little bit more poke down the straights, which really does help him out. The Porsche is not good down the straightaways. Sort of Porsche's main strengths are the fact it's forgiving and pretty decent around the corners. Always used to be pretty good on his tyres as well, but I don't know if it's my driving or just the car that seems to struggle a bit more with it now. Sort of forget, you kind of want to outbrake yourself through turn 1 to open up the run through turn 2. But it still doesn't stop him from feeling any weirder or any less weird each lap after lap. That's about as wide through there as you want to go. Really take a lot of curb where we can. That's, I think, where we're making a fair chunk of time though. Pretty consistently taking another couple of tenths out of the leader through there, and this sort of second half of the lap, this car really does come alive still. I'm trying to lean on the rubber. Oh, nose in, nose in. There we go. Gap to the two guys in front of us, those were already coming down nice and quickly. Until we do something like that. I got away with it. Definitely cost us a bit of time, but we did get away with it. Got to try and get more of our braking done and then rotate the car, I think. That's sort of the problem. We're definitely hurting the fronts a lot more than I probably want to be. Definitely don't want to take too much inside curb there. Definitely do want to take a lot of inside curb through those two, though, and this one. Right. Using up all the exit curb we dare. Yeah, the gap to the two in front, though, is still really coming down rather rapidly. Gap to the leader is coming down still, bit by bit, but just not as much. Ugh, don't do that. Yeah, I think P2 is definitely still the aim. Got a couple more laps on this set of rubber. Yeah, that lap ended up being quite poor in the end. 32.7 is not where we want to be. Consciously trying to just brake a little bit earlier. Guy behind comes in, finishes stint on his mediums. Consistently taking a few tenths out of this guy through there, though. Lap after lap after lap, he just doesn't have the same sort of confidence, and that's not the line he wants through there either. These fronts are starting to hurt. Oh. Just blipped it off the red line, that wasn't helpful. Doesn't actually cost as much, though, by the looks of it. But it didn't feel good. Definitely just, yeah, trying to brake more at the two cones now rather than just after it in a lot of places. Leader's in, though. Just a little bit earlier on those rubber. There he is. He's just going to kind of... Oh, I think he's on softs, isn't he? Oh, contact. That's not what you want. Guy behind gets a 1 second penalty. Is P2 on another set of softs? Is he aware of the tyre strap? I might be wrong. He might be on hards. Ooh, yellow flags. Oh, I was too busy looking at the map. Come on, nose in. I might pit into this one, to be honest. Someone's not having a fun day of it. Might be able to get P3 here, though. It's going to be close. Yeah, should be able to get that. Thank you. Cheers for the punt. So BMW's going to try and move himself up into the lead again. We're going to pit. We're going to go 6 laps to the end. Don't need any fuel, of course. Yeah, then we've got a big gap to the Turkish guy behind there. Yeah, these tyres definitely not quite where I want them. Don't hit that, thank you. Yeah, let's just see what we can do then. To the end of the race. Oh, that's close. Again, yeah, I'm pretty certain the leader's on softs, so I wonder if he's going to pit again, or does he know where the strategy? To be honest, I'm tempted to pit again onto another set of softs now. Don't think it'll really cost us much. Will how slow these hards feel. Yeah, I think we'll play again. Onto a set of softs to the end. Should have thought about that a bit earlier though. This isn't the same sort of bike from this rubber. Well, it's not the orthodox strategy, but it's the one we're going with. 5 to go here. We should be able to absolutely hammer it round on this rubber. Make sure we stay out of the Lexus. But yeah, we should be quicker than the guy in front between now and the end, and he's got to make another pit stop. So we'll see as to how this goes. Look at that, we've already taken a second out of him. See if we can get fastest lap as well then. It's a 1:30.7 at the moment, so that is actually about the pace we did in qualifying. We have a few hundreds quicker. So that guy's definitely got quicker as the race has gone on. But let's see if we can beat him anyway. Guy in front of us has dived it in. He's still going to be out in front, but not by much. We should have the pace advantage anyway. Yeah, P3 should be doable, but P2 might be a bit of a stretch still. That's not going to help us. Come on, hold on to it. No, just clip the grass. As soon as I say that. As soon as I say that. That's done a load of damage to the rubber as well. Don't want to give up on P3 though. Come on, we can do this, I believe. Certainly been an up and down race. I guess the leader's going to pit in on the final lap. Go onto hards and drag the thing to the end. P2's in. He's going to be out a long way in front of us. He's going to be a bit optimistic to try and close down that gap, but still want to believe P3 is doable here. Tyre system GT Sports got is brilliant for this sort of racing though. I feel like we've just got to attack lap after lap after lap, and the strategy really does come into it. Unless of course you keep doing what I do. Still taking a good couple of seconds out of the guy in front, so I think it's going to be one of those ones where it comes down to the wire. Gap's under 3, I reckon we got a good chance. So obviously our tyres will start hitting the cliff a bit sooner. The gap is under 3. Come on, we can do this. 2 more to go here from Dragon Trail. Set a new PB. Still 7/10 off the fastest though. Come on, I believe. Keep doing that for some reason. I mean, if we hadn't span it again, maybe we could have got past Alex. And maybe, just maybe, if the leader does mess up his strategy. But I mean, maybe, yeah, a couple of mistakes, but it's a learning curve still. That's the whole thing that we can't forget. We will get better by playing the game more. But just over a lap to go though, we're just hovering around the 1 second mark. We should hopefully get some slipstream out the final corner. Leader is in, so yeah, no, he's aware of the strat still. One lap on the hards at the end is certainly the way to go. Oh no! That's not going to help us. We are still in the slipstream. But yeah, are we going to find any sort of opportunity to get close? See if we can get the power down. Yeah, big run. Nothing he can do. Try and defend from the tyre advantage. 4 seconds to the guy in front of them unless he bins it. Certainly not going to be able to get anything more from this. Yeah, had we not binned it, definitely. Had we not binned it for a second time even, I should say. P2 was definitely on the cards there. Could have had the win. I think it could have been a really good battle with the BMW. But that's the way racing goes sometimes. Had it only been, say, a lap longer, I reckon we could have had a chance on Alex as well. But again, that's the way it goes, unfortunately. In towards the last couple of corners. It looks like it is going to be ITCR that wins this one. Fair play to him as well in that bimmer. Did a very good job after we made our slip up. Controlled the pace, had the best strategy that we kind of adopted. But through the final turn we go. It's going to be P3 at the end of this manufacturer's race. Not as good as the win last time round, but we definitely have the pace for it, and you've got to look at the positives at the end of the day. We can be happy with the way that one went there. BMW M6 on top, ahead of 2 Porsches, a couple of RSFs, and then a GTR rounding out the top 6 there. A WRX, another 911, actually, and then a V12 Vantage ahead of a DVR GT1. And then, how many finished? Everyone's still going, so that's good. I mean, fair play to the guy in the... Is that a Toyota? I think it's a Toyota. At the rear of the field there. Continue going despite having an absolute mare. Ending up a lap down, but... yeah, thank you all so much for watching nonetheless. If you have enjoyed, do make sure you leave a like and get yourself subscribed. And yeah, we will definitely be back very, very soon with more GT Sport.